more normal stuff. So I don't know where the community's going to be about this one, but I quite like it. I think it's good for the long term.
I think they should have.
I
think this was always the backup that they were going to fall back on anyway, and I think they just thought that they would be able to scrape through the split and get into playoffs, and then switch back into this, and it would be completely different. And I think it backfired a little bit. Right, NRG on defense, KRU on attack.
Som's looking for any sort of sign of utility, but no, just
4-1 split, 4 from short. I mean, the flash is great.
Splitting apart the side
1,
here.
2,
Lovely
3.
paranoia as well. It's going to be delaying this one. KRU not feeling like they need to slow this one down. Dash still going to be dissipating there. Still Kesnick claiming that kill. And
nice trades coming in from KRU.
Out into hell. What's going to be the response here of NRG? Finesse wants to take an early fight. Team setting him up. Crashes.
Nice double shock coming in. Makes this one doable.
The kill anyway. 3-on-3 through the smoke. Oh, Nags is okay. Spotted.
I mean, full half of his body is showcasing there.
Yeah.
And Finesse is going for the
reposition.
Massive wraparound play here. They know that Klaus and Meltzer are just stuck inside.
They do have time to do this.
Recon dart broken. KRU are sweating.
Definitely so. Don't have really that util to work with now. Another dart. Clearing all the way through. One player spotted. Deep into the smoke. They need to play around this one, but KRU being swamped. Convergence from every single angle, every single side. The back door, Meltzer survives, and well, not anticipating it, crashes from behind.
Yeah,
to
nicely
close
done.
it out, and a pistol
Okay, well,
okay, secured.
We leaked the script earlier. It comes true.
Really using every
1-2
drop of the clock there.
in terms of the pistols.
A half left. Waiting for Crashy's dart to get back up, waiting for Finesse to get back into
Not
position.
even done. Crashy's had nice shocks that really did make a
3v2.
big difference, to be honest with you.
Quiet for NRG.
I think they only do that if Crashies disrupts the plan like he did with his shock darts. I imagine so, at least.
Yeah, because otherwise they just wouldn't have time. So we're looking for a few things here. How comfortable does
Insta stuck as well, the defuse. Right, in terms of this one, everyone's getting the guns out. Saving a little bit of money in terms of artists, so this is indicating the potentially 4th round, I imagine, will get the op out.
When that's not what they were running earlier in the week.
A lot of that chopping and changing.
Best aimer at Scream. But again, I'll say the usual spiel, unbiased.
To try and clear them out. As soon as the orb was being picked up,
way more time of Scream watch than any other player in terms of practice.
Makes things awkward because Artis is none the wiser. At least he's going to be coming it. They could be walking into sight, guys. You've got to be at least thinking out of the back of your mind.
Favorite IGL to watch, FNS, but honestly, Boaster's getting there.
The spike is actually nowhere near here.
Like, I really enjoy watching Boaster's mid-rounds.
Goal of KRU. Yeah, you've gained the sight.
I mean, it does make it a lot easier for the rest of the players to come in, because they know they don't have
to need to watch some more Valorant then, man, but I respect it. Thanks so much.
Sure. Full focus
KRU get over towards site.
Defense side, CT and market.
And we have one more smoke for them to cross, so this is gonna go spawn. And then we have a jet, no jet smoke. Oh, we got 2 smokes.
But it still lands the shots. Now pressure's on him. Down the common sideline.
Yeah, they kind of peeked before the smokes went in. Jesus. Might as well let Artis try and farm this one.
Your best thing you can hope for here is a plan, and he won't even be granted that.
I mean, Crashies is kind of close to it as well.
Artis already looks comfy playing the jet here, right? As you would expect that he would. When asked in an interview about why they'd made these,
I thought they were gonna let him get one and then he's one away so he can have his knives early, but honestly, they just really wanted to stop the plant, which is honestly the better call.
Is palpable. I mean, he's got like almost 100 ACS difference between him on
and money's getting saved, so we're going to see it op out. In terms of the buy, it's not really a good bonus, but they're very heavy, saving a lot of money for this one, so let's see. See how much damage NRG can do, or if we see anything crazy. KRU should be good to take it. Recon mid.
Everything else. Yeah, the knife does get dodged. False sense of confidence for KRU, and they think that they can take that space without really any sort of offense or resistance. Not quite. Beautiful shot to land for Artis.
And a very nice on the fly anti.
Yeah.
Which I think is called by Artis there as he hears the 0 point coming in.
Yeah, they did the thing where they stay outside of the
To the side there, spam for the wall. Davies covers.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt, this one. It's outside of the range of the...
Right around the corner now. Flash. Right into the smoke. I mean, Artist wasn't caught with that one, but...
Oh my god, good damage. 3 HP. Sorry, stay outside of the range of the knife, and then quickly go back. Seeing a lot of teams do that at the moment, try and punch the default. Flash goes into sight. What's the swing like?
Flash over the top. Perfect timing with the swing. Finesse staying alive, but he's got to get a bit more now. Still, the anchor to the back of the site will be.
There we go, another one.
But
and someone's walking in. Oh god.
30 seconds
left wondering, how do you salvage it?
Oh god.
Spike can't be planted in this one with 25 seconds left, and you're on the verge of losing this.
Does Melzer get here in time? Melzer's gonna have some side shots. That's a low HP though.
Som close to the corner, angle not seen. Finds the kill.
Damn. Okay. Okay. Nice decision making from them to go close. Nicely handled.
Both of the NRG players had slipped through to sight, and as he walked downstairs, he could only spot one of them.
Yeah.
He didn't realize that someone was
the
just
box was
tucked
blocking
in the
him.
corner behind the boxes. Wild Red Bull clutch. And Finesse does a great job in backside, it must be said. And you get to see the value here of not just the individual capabilities of Som, or Finesse for that matter, but how the flashes go from Victor. And even if he's
Insta shutdown of this as well.
I love the KO.
Like that Artist hasn't got the op out yet, because again, against the low buy, can be a little bit weird when you have the op into this one. KRU planning ahead in terms of getting Klaus the orbs, so we get all out soon. And maybe they want to give this B1 on the Killjoy. And I think Crashy knows that, and we're going to see him get spammed when he touches this orb, I'm pretty sure.
Or you don't catch them running away, lit up with a recon.
You've wasted it.
You've wasted your dash.
Well, look at this, Crashy's. I want to see his perspective.
Come on, Brius.
A lot of teams have been doing this now.
Brius.
That knife actually might be critical. I think the turret was brought down, which means Crashy's can't spam off the contact anymore. Still, they'll make a good go of it. That was the idea in mind.
Revealing area.
Grabbing the orbs, I mean. Yeah, it's slightly off the mark, isn't it? Slightly off the mark.
Some levity there, though. An Artist.
Oh, he's making the most of this one.
He really has.
Holy.
He's farming everyone.
30 seconds left.
Back to his roots a little bit, playing the jet. And it's a night and day difference. Melzer with just the stinger. Approaching it, trying to take the fight.
Not too much damage. We've got armor rebuy.
So 4 on the board now for NRG, and KRU really struggling to get a grip on how they want to be attacking this one.
And when we talk about the importance of having people on their roles, it's not just about do they hit their shots.
This is why I said NRG will be fine.
Like this,
yeah, this isn't a pro. I don't think like this was a must-win for them. And again, it's still not like 100% confidence, but.
The whole point of being
like this
on a
was always going to
comfortable
make them look
role, a
better.
agent for yourself is that the idea is you've grinded so many scrims, so many rank games that the decisions come to you immediately.
It's instinctual.
Oh, this is good on Jet, just not other roles. I think he's good on other roles, but it's just nowhere near in terms of comparison. Straight up.
It into your
like, it's just not a
unconscious decision making.
It's not even a close comparison. He's just so much better on Jet. And again, Jet is just if you're gonna one trick anything at the moment, it's the one that you can put in on every single map, really.
That's gonna be broken apart, pried apart.
Have you ever you've seen the IQ graph meme where it's a bell curve? It's like the people at the bottom don't think about how they play.
Yeah.
The people at the top don't have to think about how they play.
Right. I like his initiators. Yeah. I don't like his sentinels.
Like
I don't like his
Killjoy. The people in the middle
Killjoy.
at Diamond are thinking really hard.
But I
really
like
hard,
his.
that's why they're stuck at Diamond.
Exactly.
I like his KO and his breach has been fine.
But this is a great start for NRG. KRU.
How one trickable is Sky. You can do it as long as you have a comp that's around it. Sky's like incredible. Maybe not for ranked because no one really locks or anything. Like in ranked, you want to have more stuff that can like shut sight hits down instead of like getting flash information. But in a team situation, it's great.
When they are playing, there's a heavy reliance on Kesnit.
Again, everyone just
kills. Holy hell! That's a fight taken.
Holy hell.
That's a fight taken. 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 That's
Okay, they wanted to go for the
that's a paranoia and a push. We saw
wanted to go for the liquid Brazil, it looked like.
NRG running that actually in the EMEA recently. A bunch of teams have been bringing it out.
Yeah, wanted to go for the liquid Brazil. You go forward here, then you have an Omen flash over towards this area.
Have some kind of operator posted up at that area.
And the one thing that counters this very heavy is an instant swing over towards middle, and that's what we saw.
Yeah.
Just not quite.
About the right time as well to throw in an aggressive play like that, because so far for NRG it's been very contained and slowed down with the defense.
Sure, but it does always offer an opportunity.
Okay.
4v3.
FNS is in I mean, he's got to do everything. He's got to kill 2 here. We have no drone for Klaus. They're going to kill the turret. It's not a position you would expect someone to play in the 3v4, but I like that they heavy checked there.
Taken out. Dart actually a bit missed there from Klaus. Doesn't land into the back of CT to clear that one out and give them that peace of mind. Som now, high ground angle. And his post plant set up by KRU still.
He was all over that.
Left now down to that 1v4. Crashies, no choice but.
Okay, nice round from KRU.
Run away
and they get the ult with the plant as well going into the next round. So they might be in an okay position here. They can start stacking up some rounds. Money's really good for NRG though, so they're going to have to win a lot in a row.
At this point in the series, KRU would have been expecting a slightly easier go around here on Ascent.
The physics of Jet Smoke and Skyflash the same
on
there.
The defensive half, that was the one where they really looked on fire against.
Yeah. Skyflash doesn't dip,
a very
right?
different compositional dynamic though, where they were allowed to be pushing all the time on the defense. I don't think NRG are going to let them get away with that. Finesse will be watching for it on the Killjoy. Yeah. But on the attack side, KRU was still finding a lot of value, and Kesnet and Melzer just went bonkers. Nobody could stop them. Getting the situation like this under their belt, where they deal very easily with what NRG tried to do, and then converted a one-player advantage situation, it's going to make them feel like they've got all the chances in the world.
I do wonder if that's part of the justification as well for this new role swap, as well as we are looking at Ascent with Finesse playing that Killjoy, because if you know that KRU like to push on the defensive side, Finesse is a caller, you can see that. You can absorb any
let's go into this one. We do the EG. You're going to see a flash over. You're going to see a recon if anyone's in this area. Might be getting spammed down. Looks like 2 people will be here. Oh boy. Here comes the flash. Here comes the recon behind.
This could be dangerous though. Flash and the dart all combines. What a
Whoa,
shot!
what a shot!
Through the wall. There was a beautiful return
really nice shot
from Nax to make sure that they didn't really bite off a little bit too much more. So
they added an extra element to it, and they got punished for it.
And 2 set plays.
He had op, right? So let's include this at the moment.
Which really, I think
7 out of 9 altogether.
The duel he takes against Nax, he's got the operator walking down catwalk.
It's a nice shot, man. Julio.
But it descends into a 4v4, and one where KRU have opportunities with their ultimates to make space. There's a lockdown that they could throw out here, and a Hunter's Fury can be countered, so Crashies, it's not so easy to just get rid of this.
As soon as this Killjoy goes down, the Killjoy is going to go down in defense in reaction, and then we have an ult to stop it, so it's going to be a weird one. Oh my goodness.
Dropped down, actually bangs against the wall, I believe. I'm not too sure. Has it disjointed him? It seems likely. It's just on the side of lane, or that util.
It's a nice
Knife now pushing them away as well. KRU still not into this site. It's down to the 2 anchoring players. Finesse. This angle!
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, the commit was there. Holy hell.
Finesse's B-site anchoring has been lovely. He got 2 with the Spectre in a previous round as well. 9 and 3. The utility that NRG are throwing there is beautiful, by the way. Crashies is playing over a catwalk.
Yeah, the util was really nice.
From kind of somewhere in spawn, shot a recon dart that helped the whole of his team on site. So the long-range utility that both
I think he has a lineup from here.
Those B-site anchors
I'm not entirely
really helpful.
Bit of prep going in there with that. I know that when Kesnet has his ult here, he likes to do the updraft before the barrier and hover a little bit. It's nice from Ardis. Sorry, let's keep it counter. It's 8 out of 10 when he's had ops now.
Tally in the column for that Jet head-to-head this time, Ardis. The better of his counterpart, Victor, with that alarm broken. Okay, has to scurry away, skipping a hop, but still safe. Now, jumping on top of the fountain to try and gain that information down into the bottom of mid.
And everywhere on the map, it looks like there's a threat. They're trying to take mid control, but if they do, They're going into the Odin and
very split up at the moment. Taking mid control, they think it's the B split, they put the ult down, so Crew are going to be happy with that. Knife goes over towards short, and they should still think it's a B split, honestly, with this knife going in.
There's still a ton of time in this round.
Yeah.
Are they going to do extra damage and then go over? We'll see.
Artis is in a nice
Are they going to go extra pressure?
Really far back. The question is to Crew.
Just Imper, thank you so much, dude, with the Prime. Thank you. 5 months in this lock up. God damn. Straight through smoke.
Purely off of it. Just timings to being taken. At the back of his mind, he just knows the right shots to take, and it's all contained.
Very nice 9 out of 11. Just implement, let me put some slugs in as well.
Jet players.
Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's the knowledge of all of those situations you've been in before and the intuitive understanding of the timings. If you're not as comfortable in the role, yeah, you don't find shots like that.
Crushy's pinged the floor.
Did he
drone or something?
You can see the players.
Did he drone ping floor and then we shot through smoke?
I mean, it's just absurd.
Yeah, finding that precisely. Obviously, a bit of luck involved, but that intuition, the tingle on the back of his neck. It's another eco from Crew. Crew are going to have a rough time on the attack side of Ascent, sure. How many do they need? 4, maybe? Something like that?
That's what we usually say. I feel like we're a broken record at this point.
I know, but it bears remembering because it's... Ascent and Lotus are really the only unbalanced maps in the pool currently.
Okay, Lobi coming in for Crew. 4 people here. Nice recon.
Dart from Crashies to push back that aggression, and it does tag onto the players. Hard to break that one when it's lost in the foliage. And
look at
sideline angle still watched for. Crashies is returning the fire as well with the Odin spray down and spam.
Oh,
everything to work for.
Okay, someone pick up the Odin.
7-1. Monstrous is the scoreline. Admittedly, you get Crew. They were on a bit of a weaker buy, but
right, 10 out of 12 in terms of really just, 1 rounds with the defensive jet up.
Away from them, isn't it, Josh?
9k.
Now you can start to see it.
Look at the money.
Holy hell. Called in the first half. Definitely feeling the pressure, like they need to turn this around somehow.
Yeah, it's round 9.
Every single time the op's going short, yeah, they're just doing the normal default and getting punished from it. And Keznit always kind of just peaks it as well. It makes a lot of sense.
I think Crew, the biggest
this will be the first time that they'll change it up. But I imagine this time out kind of signals to NRG that they're going to change it up as well. So this might be the first time you see Artis either go down to bottom or middle, or maybe they try and push them over towards B main. We'll keep an eye on it.
The first thing they run into is either crushing them.
Yeah, Crew are having a rough time here.
I'm thinking about the lockdown in the previous round that just stunted all of their aggression. You know, the aggression that NRG has showcased on some of these rounds is just like Crew reeling. The only round that Crew have won is when NRG failed a set play and ran out.
I think you will see FNS stay on Sky on Pearl personally. Not that we're going to see it today, I don't imagine, but I think they will do it.
It's the common dilemma. You have to use utility to clear them out, find them. And then you're not going to have utility.
I think Ascent is a good map. Yeah, I think it's a good map. Just maybe been in the pool for a little bit too long. I like it. I still watch. I still like to watch it. I don't mind the mirror matchup, to be honest. I think it's a good. I still think it's a good map of everything that's going on.
Is what it looks like to me from my eyes, with Victor by his side.
I'm more of a fan of watching it than playing it, to be honest with you.
Very supportive.
Okay, like we said, Artis now mixing it up, going towards bottom and middle. Early drone.
Break this drone, presumably. Oh no, not quite there.
Dash's got to go in, and Knife hit 2 of them as well, so they know that there's 2 people here, so they need to use a lot of util when they go over towards this.
Yeah, so that's really quite nice from Crew. The drone
that might actually deter them from doing it. They at least wanted to break the alarm bot that they think was here, but obviously we can see Heavy set up over towards short. In reaction, NRG used the drone and set up Artis over towards B as well. So very nice, very proactive.
Into it, and this is what we're talking about. You're gonna have the layers to it, the prior clearance of that utility, because they've been chunked all the way down. Does use the dash now to try and get into the site, but this is getting a bit precarious.
There's no nuance, it's brute force.
Yeah, damage being done to them. Crew still winning it out though. Fights taken with the lockdown. Crashies, he might just be going down with a ship. Indeed. He's going to be getting detained in the middle of this. I don't think, not going to be able to find that timing, but he tucks to the corner and hopes that his team can defend him in the meantime.
They have so much money and the damage. Not sure they know the exact damage that they've done. But I imagine FNS did a lot with his mollies, so we'll see.
And if they find the right angle, the right sight line, could turn on its head just like that. Artis. Operator watch for here, slight jiggle, and there you go. 1 bullet, that's all it takes. Paranoia now.
Under Heaven has to go big.
Health's not all being cleared, and Keznit's low enough. It's just a blind spray through.
3v5 retake. The damage has been done. Very
finding the
nicely.
targets and
Very nicely handled.
another retake.
Clean from NRG. The crew players, they were just too weak to hold on.
Yeah, there's not.
Had they been full health,
There's just no
maybe they're
HPs
able
on
to
them,
survive
like
for
any
just
of
a
them.
little longer and land
Some did
another
great
bullet.
as well.
But they don't have that, you know, that prior clearance to try and pull out the util. Tell where the Killjoy's playing.
No, I mean, they got chunked down, not just by
Yeah,
that
the Omen
kill
flash
trip,
was great as
the
well. He saved it the whole time.
kill
Damn, it's
setup
nice
by the
movement from
Killjoy
him.
over towards Catwalk, but also a huge amounts of spam because they just brute force their way through trees.
Yeah, it's gonna be a devastating one.
sight.
11 out of 13 in terms of the jet op.
Time.
Yeah, 11 out of 13 is good. Good
Most
numbers
teams are
at the
gonna try
moment.
and play quick
Kind
at
of
the
stat
beginning
padding
of the
them
rounds,
for
prod
here
out
though.
a little bit, and then try and end in a weak area of the map. But crew just see
Watching the knife
resistance and try
coming.
and bulldoze
That is
through it.
missed though. On
Makes
the
for
floor.
some
this one.
amazing rounds if they manage it.
Oh, this is nice. Okay. Presence is noted. Victor, though, is pushed all the way.
Uh-oh.
This is actually now not
You
nice.
would check
This is
this
just
though, right?
sheer danger, yet the reactions are there.
Just.
Good
Flick
flick.
to the side.
Yeah, I mean the
snaps to
reactions are
cranium.
fast.
And crew have taken mid control again.
Yeah, it is compromised. There's a flash deep as well to knock out Kesnit, who's pushed all the way through. And look at this angle. Does Ardis anticipate it? Does he expect it? So landed. That was a wallbang. No damage. Or
Oh, yeah,
surely
crazy
not?
guy.
Okay, well, no. He does get the kill.
Yeah,
Well,
man,
drafted
he's
up.
trolling so hard.
It's going all over the place. Put flash round the side. Victor sprays it and lands it.
Spike down mid.
Yeah, is a silly agent.
Yeah, absolutely. This has just evolved into a bit of chaos because I think NRG is sensing that blood in the water. They know that they're in control now. Taking those liberties. Nags is noted.
He's back. That's the round you watch and say he's back.
NRG did not come out with a statement victory on Haven. It was 13-10, and sure, crew won both pistols, but they were pushed. At certain points,
Where are we at?
they had a
12-14?
split of 7 rounds in a row in the first half. They had some good moments in the second, but it wasn't that clean, complete
Strong.
dominance that you expect from a team like NRG. This map is. I mean, this map
And
they've
it's
just gone back
enabled.
to their old roles, and they are slaughtering
See,
crew.
this is like what I thought.
bit
Again,
reminiscent of Loud the
it
other
is
day.
against crew, so it does look a little bit
Poked the beast a
inflated,
little
but this
bit
is
and
kind of
then
what I was expecting
Suddenly
more
they've
from this
woken
team.
up for the later maps.
Okay, good.
Just
See that he's
dominance
backing away with that
being
one, even though
showcased.
he is 14-5.
Crew grouped up though, looking like they want to try and pop into A. That's a cross-map dart from Crashies. There was a call there from Som, expecting the push attempt.
The crew
So that
slander.
was a bit of a
I
prediction
mean,
there from Crashies to see if he
you
could
gotta take it into
help his
account a little
teammate
bit.
out.
Nice shot.
What an absurd shot to hit.
Ardis has been on fire.
It's good util though to deal with that hell position, yet there's still a smoke in their face and the drone's coming a little bit later. Tag onto Ardis, has to respect it. So he does back away.
In the meantime, Finesse is pushed out all the way through
Yeah,
the
they
utility.
got a good trade here in terms of
into
the kill
tiles.
over
I mean,
towards
the two
A.
Killjoys are playing their
And
own
this is
little
really
minigame. Look at
nice,
this,
even
just
though
looking
they
all the way through. Metal Gear
the
Solid,
good
apparently.
comms from
Find a
FNS
cardboard
though
box.
to say that this could happen,
They
that
are
he's moved
somewhat
away.
aware, though.
There's a hole at the back and he hears
Oh,
everyone,
FNS hears
and
it
they have
all.
no idea.
I mean, this is very good discipline though, Crew.
They must have heard something.
Yeah, expecting that, and
Nax has
well,
got 2.
it's turned
Nah,
just
I
like
think
that.
he was walking the whole time.
Should be an easy round.
What's going on
My
here?
goodness, the
30
gun.
seconds
What's going on?
Out.
And Kesnit's on the flank here. There's no chance of Victor surviving.
Yeah.
What a
That's so
bizarre
funny.
That is
round.
really
for
quite
Crazy,
strange,
crazy
but
round.
They must have
where are
heard
we at?
something,
12
yeah, because
12 out.
it was literally
Round before the
Does he
a hard
continue
clearance
by now?
with the
Are we
jumping,
still going? Okay, last
jumping
round.
clearance in spawn of all places.
Yeah, and that's
I'm really confident he was walking the whole
possibility
time,
of a
but
lifeline for crew, perhaps.
yeah, I mean,
A lot
it
of
wasn't the
optimism
normal way
were
to
used
clear
there
it, to
for
be honest.
NRG in
I'm
the
really
lost round.
confident that they were just,
So this is
it was just in
This is the
case.
kill we missed
And I guess a
initially.
lot of them got hit by the
Nax
knife in
getting
terms of
2
like
here in
4 or
spawn.
something.
The one
I
onto
don't know.
Crashies I'm surprised about actually, because he was watching mid for so long, but then just didn't think to clear the left hand
Because that's
side.
not how you would clear that if you knew he was
That's
there.
fine
I'll put that out there for free.
Fun around at this half though.
Damn, he ate that flash.
And Crew make the most of it.
3 players found by that 0 point from Victor. Massive information.
They want this orb though. Nags just went away from the lockdown. I think that's the goal for them. That's why they're fighting so hard over A main, but Crashies does have his Hunter's Fury. He's not really in position though, I think, to fire it from the other side of B if he was to try and break it if it's used over on A.
KRU are being very slow at taking A main control here. The 0 point found nobody, and they still flashed, swung together. And in all of this time, NRG are posting people up in other places around the map.
Second guessing themselves. You could feel the hesitation in their movement. They
they don't. They were waiting for this.
That's what they're waiting for. Okay, so
that's nice. Waiting for the knife, and now they can start going. So yeah, they have good internal clock at least, or someone at least on the team has a good internal clock. Realized that they were needing to get information. It's been too quiet everywhere.
You should run.
Oh, they're just walking
Jojo
in.
goes in.
Yeah, okay. No waiting
Criminal
for the
is
At
in the
that point,
corner.
why not use it in the post plant? Never mind, doesn't matter.
Okay, we're gonna have to have a 5v5 retake. We do have Crashy's ult.
Quite a bit of pressure in NRG. We've seen them in the retake fairly often.
So he's probably gonna go. He's probably gonna recon then go down the stairs and use his ult. Yeah, goes down the stairs.
This is Crashy's and it's used in response. This is to try and clear it. Common spot. One tag onto it. Artis is weak. No real return fire. And no casualties. Damage definitely done though. Artis is so weakened. Has to respect it. Has to even respect his own team's
Nade. He's gonna go down to it.
Down to the side. Crashy's spamming it and covering fire.
KRU should be
Raining
fine.
bullets. It's a fiery approach still with that crossfire setup. Davies doesn't really know where to look. Yet still he manages it round. Still time now is becoming the problem. And it's no longer winnable.
Yeah, nicely handled
It's
there.
been bought. The KRU
Ooh,
are
nice
able to
shots
secure
at
that,
the end of
so
this.
they will get
I mean,
their third on the
it was a nice
attack side
recovery,
of
to be
Ascent.
honest, to get 3 out of it.
There's that
It was
sliver,
looking
that
really
possibility.
one-sided,
So
so
maybe they can
they managed to stack
make
some
it
rounds
just that
towards
bit
the end
much
at
more.
least. I say some rounds, 2 rounds.
NRG, however, with a very good half and had opportunities
nice.
to make it utterly dominant. This pistol round is going to be everything for KRU. Lose it, and NRG are probably going to sail
They
away
have a
with
shot,
a 2-0.
yeah, if they win pistol, they got
Take
a
a look
shot.
at the replay and the anchoring in hell. Lovely from Kesnet. He's been able to find some moments, but still getting outplayed by Artis overall.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's going to be an uphill battle now as we look towards the second half. But before that, Golden Boy is actually standing by with special guest Complexity's Lace, a special halftime interview.
Thank you so much, fellas. Yes, I'm here with Lace from Complexity GX.
Victor always
Guys,
played
give it
this
up
map.
for Lace if you don't
King.
mind. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lace. Pleasure to have you here. One, how are you finding the experience so far?
It's pretty awesome. Like, huge shout out to the staff here. Like, this arena is sick. Like, I couldn't have like experienced Valorant better in person, honestly.
That's right. That's right. Now, Series 1 just wrapped up. Obviously, we're looking forward to Season 2 for you guys. What were some of the learnings you took for Game Changers Series 1? I know you guys had a bit of a run there, up and down a little bit, but for the most part, are you feeling good about Series 2?
Yeah, I think like Series 1 was a really good learning experience for us. Like, we built a lot of chemistry, a lot of chemistry in person too, right? So I think we're all feeling really confident going into Series 2.
How's it been bringing Jazzy into the team?
Jazzy's been great, yeah. Like, bringing that experience in, that, like, you know, 6-timer, that's what we call her.
Yeah,
She's a champion, right? And she has the right mindset, and we're excited to win, yeah.
That's awesome. Absolutely amazing. Looking forward to seeing what you guys do moving into Series 2. But let's talk about the game that we have
100%.
right here, because as it stands right now, I mean, NRG look good. You know, we got KRU maybe with the 9-3 blessing or curse, depending on how you look at it. What do you make of this game?
I mean, it's been great to see Artis getting confident again. Like, it's been explosive to say the least. Like, you know, seeing some flash and dash plays, also the off coming out. But I feel like if any team can come back from 9-3, it has to be Kesnet and KRU, right? Like, this guy is explosive. Like, I have not seen anything mechanically like him. It's been so much fun to watch,
Yeah, I mean, all these players are bringing it on the stage here. But my question for you is, when are we going to see you up here, girl?
I mean, it's always the dream, right? And watching this has been even more motivating for me. And yeah, hopefully bring that into the team in practice. And yeah, one day.
One day, hey, you know what? One day, very soon. And I'm looking forward to seeing the progress. Give me a fist bump right here.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, give it up for Lace one more time in the Riot Games Arena. And now we're going to send it back over to your casters, Itza Bren and the Sideshow with the mustaches. Woohoo!
They had to fit that one in, didn't you, GB? Yeah. Nice interview, yeah, as well. Looking forward to that. Of course, the Game Changers circuit throughout the entire year as well, starting up in EMEA as well. So we'll have coverage of the circuit.
Let's see if they can get pistol, because honestly, KRU need pistol.
Versus KRU. And it's going to take that pistol round, Josh, isn't it? Pistol round, I think, for any semblance of us discussing the possibilities, you know, admittedly.
If he's Twitter, what have they done now?
Defense side of map, I should say.
Or is that one of the?
But pistol rounds make a massive difference as to your, you know, ability to convert these kind of situations. Because if NRG take it and go up 11-3, no one throws an 11-3 lead.
No, surely not. We've never witnessed that before.
It's
never happened in VCT history. No.
I've never seen it happen.
Right.
And the other part to this too is if KRU get onto the defensive side and just start pushing everywhere, NRG were pretty good at that. The Des was talking about it, dealing with that defensive aggression on Haven. There were a couple of moments where it found success, but broadly speaking, NRG shut it down.
This is very straightforward.
Oh boy.
Yeah, quick, straightforward. They recognize that having somewhat of a read, maybe a bit of counter-stratting, knowing that Melza...
Damn, 3 frenzies for this one in terms of retake. What do you got? We've got Omen Flash, we've got Recon, has to be good timing, they've got Knife as well, with Flash as well. They've got good util for the retake. See what the timing is like. Omen Flash goes in, doesn't hit anyone, Recon doesn't scan anyone. Uh-oh. NRG anti to the after punt as well. They anti the retake, nice.
Pepper them with bullets. Left up to Melza. 1v3. Can find Som. The rest of them
I respect.
It's
good position from everyone. Yeah, Omen Flash didn't hit anyone. Recon didn't scan anyone. There's nothing you can do if that happens.
It's gonna take.
That was nice. Good prep.
What is it going to take at this point, Josh?
I mean,
toggling?
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. KRU also didn't get all of the kills, didn't get the plant money, so putting a force buy together here would be incredibly difficult for them. NRG extraordinarily likely to get up to 11. And I think that this just changes the way that people think about NRG. I know that it's against KRU here today, but the fact that they've gone back to the comfort roles and have kept Ardis on Jet the entire time.
Okay, Recon goes middle.
Victor playing Initiator. Finesse has still called a great game from Sentinel, and his fragging's been good. Like, all of the things that people were theorizing about have been demonstrated to still work really nicely here for NRG on Ascent.
Paying off, and yeah, that's I think what a lot of us were looking for as well, as we were taking a closer look at the beginning of this series before it even kicked off, was, you know, what are the improvements that NRG have made. That
everyone buying in terms of this one as well. So
kind of glory that they've had in the past.
Kills are important for KRU.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not holding out too much hope. Jesus, who's responsible for that one?
Pushing forwards here. That's an attempt by Melza as well to just leap right through the smoke. No kill for Davies. God.
Yeah, get some slug approves in for the Anon.
Not
saying that one.
Fire that dart, not yet, but as soon as the door is broken.
Not a chance.
And 21 still let it loose.
He had to hide his name, he was so embarrassed. Probably Van Silly again.
Take himself out, but
no.
I mean, it looked like it for a moment. Okay. Reflank here from Nags, and now there's some danger being placed into it because damage done to Crashies. He is weak still. Looks like
still Van Silly going, but his wife's now watching the stream. She's got hold of the statement, seen all the gifted, trying to keep on top of it. So he's going on the full anonymous gifter now.
Of the defender's side of this map.
And they're hunting out for the kills as well. They don't want to let them deny anything. Anything that can go their way to try and get the
right, 11-3.
Listen, this half might not even last that long to even get the ults online. Who knows? Because it's 2 that stand between NRG being able to take the map and take the series.
Finally, KRU with rifles on board might be able to mount some level of resistance, but NRG are just keeping it simple, to be honest, aren't they? They're just going for very straight up executes where they're going to be able to get into positions to play aggressive post plans.
Cheeky little look at the camera, I saw that one.
That's it.
Just
they're really
checking
not
it's still there.
overcomplicating things. And in terms of individual competence, Ardis sat at 20-8. The tip of the spear, the operator player, Jet main popping off.
Cover going out.
KRU can put a bit of danger behind this round with the weapons. Finally earning those rifles. Oh, Nags. Made a good go of it.
Damage
in his face. Now he's starting to feel it. The heat being turned up. Klaus, containment is there. Watching his teammates back, making sure that that angle couldn't really be punished, but a flash over the top.
Oh, he ate it. He ate his own flash. Fantastic, so good to get a freebie with the team flash.
As the fight's taken, a crossfire setup, it was a bonus
the self flash, we should call it. I see Hunter from KRU, only one person going down as well.
Into it, actually, so they're going to be, you know, Ardis is going to have to buy for Finesse and use a Blade Storm, but yeah, a bonus round, absolutely. KRU, though, showcasing that they really can stop those sight hits from coming through. They found a timing to do a bunch of damage onto Crashies, and Ardis got punished, dashing into his smoke. Those are the kind of things we need to see more and more and more if there's any hope for KRU to drag this to map 3.
Doom Bros will sub artists on Jet. Who would have thought?
This looked like the most winnable map.
Who would have thought we'd see the day?
Get out of my way.
I'd agree with that as well.
Thus far, they've been given a shellacking.
Yeah.
It's a nice
Two maps
lineup.
that I'd consider as well.
Takes down the alarm bot as well.
Maybe I would, you know, throw in Haven as well at this point, but
I think I've seen that before, and I called
Split got banned
that
out.
before.
Ascent was what they picked, and this is looking quite one-sided. Slower beginning to the round here for NRG. Making sure that they don't give away too many mistakes or openings. They made enough noise here that they have pulled out that fragment nade quite early. Another flash as well. Davies now have zero utility to try and push back any sort of hit. There's a nade at the floor here. But unusual. I don't think that actually clips into the common angle that he's hunting for, but a knife to the side! A refresh of the Blade Stomp. The Mel's are taken out, Heaven's watched, and it's just pure flexing.
Spike
Great
planted.
play by Artis again at the tip of the sphere. I mean, it's just such a difference having him on this role. The way in which they're coordinated
Yeah, they
around
had
each
this
other,
as backup the whole time.
his ability
Do
to
you
get
reckon,
very
chat?
aggressive without massively overheating.
They tried to do the
Navi.
Navi. It backfired a little bit.
It's just
And now they're
small,
having to
controlled
whip out
peaks.
the what they were intending to play.
Even with Victor slightly missing the KO nade.
Yeah, of course.
No more Sova.
Are they going to hunt for nags? Yep, Som's there, ready and waiting. Collects it up, 12-4 to score. NRG only need one more in order to put KRU away.
Dust Angle, thank you so much, mate. Welcome into the Slug Club chat. New member.
Felt reasonable for
Let's
KRU
get
to
some
get a win on
slugs
the
in
board.
the chat. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
Just
Thanks for
had
your
so
prime on
many
me.
situations where they look good at the start of a series, and you, oh, maybe today's the day. Maybe KRU can get it this time.
Not just that as well. I mean, it felt primed from the.
Would you give away
from the
games
get-go.
for
If you
that?
look
I
at the
mean,
kind
it's a
of
good
form that NRG
long-term.
has been in
It's a
with
good long-term
chopping and changing
approach.
those roles,
It
being
really is.
uncomfortable
It's a
in
good
variety of
long-term
maps,
approach.
losing a lot of the strengths that they used to have.
But
You know, if
yeah,
there was
it can
ever a time
backfire,
for KRU to
and
take
it
the win,
backfired a little bit.
It had to be now.
And yet, NRG look like they've solved at least some part of that just in time. And I'm not going to say it's all solved.
Okay, sorry.
We'll wait for
8
NRG
chances.
to play against
8 chances to
Yeah.
close
team
this
more
one out.
towards the middle of the standings before we make any level of that kind of claim.
Lots of the season left to go.
And again, their upcoming games against 100 Thieves and Furia, so both of those games incredibly interesting. NRG have taken a main control here. No big ultimates to work with, setting up for an A split.
Yeah, nothing fancy. And they've done, again, that work as well, either because of lack of money or what, but Davies doesn't really have much.
No worries, he can only play Jet. The only thing that he looked bad on was
Paranoia.
the Killjoy, in my
He's
opinion.
gonna cleave all the way through into the site. Artis makes the most of this one as well with that space gain.
Was why are we using that narrative for him and not every other Jet
Oh my
player?
goodness! This guy, rip and tear, holding down the ground. 2 remain for KRU to salvage any attempt at a round and the series. No one command spawning it. Hunter's Fury on
Okay,
top
nicely
of
done.
it.
It's
Every
a strong
alternate
round to finish
disposal,
this one.
and I think that
Holy
speaks
hell.
volumes.
Yeah, statement
Confidence
look way better.
is
This makes sense. They've been feels like they had this all along.
13-4 being that
That's
scoreline.
how I imagine it's going to look for the rest of this.
Well, we said it was a must-win game for NRG, and they did. They emphatically defeat KRU, and that helps for a variety of reasons. Another win in the column. 2-0 helps the map differential. A 13-4 massively boosts their round differential as well. I think they were coming into this at -5. That's going to be boosted up. Or +7 overall, something like that. So NRG have a lot to be happy about. I think also the role shifts on Ascent compared to what they did last time look like they put the players in comfortable spots where they had good ideas of how to support each other.
Do you think they've been practicing with the real comps on the side as well? Yeah,
they
I mean, they had these
and
all
Artis
along.
looks like he's right in his comfort zone. I didn't notice any problems with finesse calling either, which was, you know, potentially an issue with him not playing Initiator, considering that's been the talk of the town recently with all of these IGLs moving over. Just looked like a very solid map.
Yeah, very solid.
They hit the
Can't
switch,
really
yeah.
complain too much about that.
They're gonna be
It's
fine,
about
they'll
as
go
dominant
playoffs.
as it gets. With the exception, of course, of the 13-0 that we saw the other day. But
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see another one of those anytime soon. I hope not.
hopefully that'll be
I
a
hope
rarity. Yeah, hopefully indeed. But does bode well and carries forward those narratives that we were expecting. You know, we wanted to see those improvements from NRG. We want to see them get back into that form of being that top championship contender. And really
I mean, yeah,
competing for those
Polo.
titles like
It'll be close.
This old NRG core, former Optic players, have done time and time again, 2021, 2022.
And on the flip side of that, it is very rough for KRU as well.
Who are we getting for the